Thank you very much. My name's Bethlyn Coucher. I am the Legal Manager for Power and Energy at Fortescue, but like most people within Fortescue, I wear two hats. So I also look after energy strategy for our business. And it's in that capacity that I'm here speaking with you today, so thank you for the opportunity. My presentation is about exploring renewables and how we can use those to address cost and supply challenges. And I'd like to start by introducing Fortescue. We are a world-class iron ore company. And for those who are unfamiliar with our business, we have shipped over 1 million tonnes of iron ore since our first shipment in 2008. We are a core supplier to China, and we are one of the world's lowest cost iron ore producers. To provide an idea of the size and the scale of the energy challenge that our business faces within Fortescue's operations and how this has impacted Fortescue's energy strategy, I'd like to take you on a brief tour of our operations in Pilbara.
The best part of any journey
is knowing how far you've travelled,
where you are going,
and the people that join you along the way. Our journey is with Fortescue.
At Fortescue, we're helping build the world and ensuring it prospers for the future. We're committed to our customers' needs today and tomorrow. This is where you'll find us. The Pilbara in Western Australia, our home since 2003, and the prime location for iron ore across the globe. It all starts here, from world-leading assets and infrastructure owned and operated by us, shipping iron ore to global markets. Our continual focus is on being the safest, lowest cost, most profitable mining company. For us, safety comes first in everything we do. We value what matters, empowering our people, looking out for our mates. The best ideas come from a diverse workforce. It's why we invest in training and employment, creating economic opportunities, empowering generational change for Aboriginal Australians. We are committed to partnering with traditional custodians, safeguarding the environment and cultural heritage now and for the future. We've set bold targets and achieved them. We never, ever give up. Embracing innovation and new ideas, creating value for our shareholders and key stakeholders. We are proud contributors to local and global economic development, supporting initiatives that address society's most complex issues, exploring new opportunities for growth. We are building a stronger future both here in Australia and overseas.
Take the journey
with our family.
Fortescue, we're a global force.
So as I briefly mentioned, Fortescue operates in the Pilbara of Western Australia, but we also are starting to explore through South America. We have 4 mine sites located across 2 hubs, the Chichester Hub and the Solomon Hub, and we have operations in Port Hedland. We have 5 berths at the port and over 600 kilometres of rail linking both our mines and our ports. And importantly, we fully own and operate our rail and port infrastructure and our mines. We've recently announced 2 major mine and infrastructure projects with Eliwana and Iron Bridge. Eliwana is a US $1.275 billion hematite project which will build on Fortescue's development and construction capability, utilising latest development, autonomous trucks and design efficiencies. Iron Bridge is a US $2.6 billion magnetite project, and it will be one of the world's most cost and energy efficient producers of magnetite iron ore. and delivery of first ore from Iron Bridge is expected in the first half of calendar year 2022. These projects are important not only for Fortescue but for the state of Western Australia, creating up to 5,000 jobs during construction and 1,400 full-time on-site positions once operational. This will ensure continued flow of benefits not only to the state but through to our communities. Fortescue has developed a highly innovative approach to mining, which has delivered productivity and efficiency improvements to our business. And perhaps what we're most known for is our autonomous trucks. Fortescue was the first company in the world to deploy autonomous haulage on a commercial scale. This started at our Solomon operations in 2012, and we are now converting our Chichester operations to autonomous haulage. Our AHS fleet has safely travelled over 28 million kilometres, increased productivities and efficiencies, and paved the way for us to forge a strong collaborative partnerships with companies such as CAT and other providers. We are well on our way to becoming the only iron ore operation in the world to have a fully autonomous haulage fleet. And while autonomous haulage has been one of our key initiatives, we have been early adopters of innovation across all operations, including the introduction of autonomous drills. We were the first company in Western Australia to control a railway from outside the region of operation, and today our port and rail and some aspects of our mine are controlled from our Perth Remote Integrated Operations Centre, which has delivered many benefits, including supporting the diversity within our workforce. In an effort to tackle increasing haul distances and generate further efficiencies, we have taken the innovative step of introducing a relocatable conveyor to our Cloudbreak operations last year. This is technology that's commonly used in other industries, notably coal, but had not been implemented in an iron ore operation previously. One of our team members had the idea to trial this technology, and it's been successfully introduced and has delivered productivity benefits through the displacement of diesel-powered haul trucks. While there has been a very key focus on operational improvements at our mine sites, more and more we are seeing the opportunity to use data analytics to optimise performance and outcomes. And this remains a strong area of opportunity and focus for us. So it is with this background of which I've provided a brief insight that Fortescue has developed its energy strategy. The cost of energy is significant for Fortescue, and we constantly look at opportunities that have the potential to reduce not only our cost base but also our carbon footprint. We're looking to leverage our competitive advantages, whether that be through the state's world-class solar and gas resources, leveraging existing investments such as pipeline capacity in the Fortescue River gas pipeline, increasing energy efficiency and reducing emissions by implementing increasing levels of automation into our business, including our mobile fleet, and partnering with world-class innovative organisations to develop new fuels and technologies such as the CSIRO partnership relating to hydrogen. My colleague Michael Dolan spoke about hydrogen yesterday at length at the Hydrogen and Mines conference, but it's worth touching on briefly here. So how is Fortescue approaching hydrogen? Well, we have split it into two broad categories. One, adoption within our existing operations, and two, as a growth opportunity. Firstly, within our operations, hydrogen sits alongside other low or no emissions technologies that we are examining, including renewables. There are clear pathways through the implementation of large-scale renewables that will allow us to lower the cost and emissions from our stationary power generation. However, the majority of our diesel consumption sits with our mobile fleet, and this is where we see the potential to use renewable hydrogen. For context, today, Fortescue employs directly and indirectly close to 10,000 people, and there are significant people logistics for a workforce of this size, and the distances they are travelling from sites to airports to workshops to crib rooms multiple times a day. There are hydrogen-fuelled light vehicles and buses that are now becoming available that could be utilised for people movement at our operations. An even larger opportunity, which is less mature, relates to heavy earth-moving equipment such as haul trucks and excavators. The energy density of hydrogen makes it an extremely interesting prospect for Fortescue's larger fleet, where productivities and efficiencies are paramount. The second area where hydrogen is of interest is growth. And as most of you in this room would agree, hydrogen clearly has a role to play in the global energy mix. We are actively exploring domestic and international opportunities for hydrogen, and like others, we are interested in the opportunities from exporting green hydrogen to Asia, particularly through to Japan and Korea. Whilst we have invested in CSIRO's metal membrane technology, which supports the green ammonia export supply chain, we are also interested in other export pathways such as liquid hydrogen. So in a mining context, there are still challenges for low emissions technologies. Fortescue requires power 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We have large load swings of between 3 and 5 megs at a time. The intermittent nature of renewables means that it needs firming, and therefore additional capital investment is required. The high volatility of the generation can impact grid reliability, and there is complex control system integration issues. The long payback periods and perceived lack of flexibility in an environment where technology is constantly changing and is in and of itself highly flexible. Where there is no grid connection, there is low penetration available in islanded situations. Further, renewables have the added current challenge in Western Australia of competing with a low gas price. So in considering how to address these challenges, Fortescue is moving to development of a high voltage transmission line in the Pilbara. This, in our view, is the first step towards unlocking the energy potential within the state of Western Australia. A high voltage transmission network facilitates the aggregation of loads, provides access to redundancy that can be shared between sites, increases penetration of large-scale renewables, and provides access to a real-life testbed for emerging technologies in a volatile environment. Importantly, this facilitates the delivery of low-cost, low-emission source of power, which provides significant opportunities for our business. Access to low-cost, low-emission energy significantly changes the way we can do business. Projects become economically feasible, we can unlock new mining areas, opportunities arise to explore and embrace innovative technologies such as conveyors and electric trucks, and high electricity intensity projects such as Iron Bridge become economic. To fully embrace the energy transformation, we need to build successful partnerships, and to fully develop, the industry needs success stories. Fortescue has a strong track record in this regard. We have successfully partnered with TAFE to deliver VTEC, CAT to deliver autonomous haulage, ANZ to deliver financing options for Indigenous businesses, and CSIRO to develop the MMT. We plan on doing the same for our energy mix. So why Fortescue? It comes back to our values and our unique culture. Our strategy, our innovation, and our approach to business is built on our unique culture and our values. These values drive our behaviours, our leaderships, our teams, our results, and our approach to innovation and technology. By having courage and determination, we have challenged the status quo time and time again. And by empowering our people and generating ideas, we have ensured that Fortescue remains relevant and transformational as we begin to unlock the energy revolution. Thank you.